good match coming up for you here. Rick Scarlato and Joe Wright versus Mark Ford and Tom Zippler. Joe and Rick have won the flip, and they've elected to have Joe break. Once again is a race to 7, Scotch doubles, Texas Express 9-ball, and 9-ball does not count on the break. The players will all be racking the same designated pattern to avoid any issues of players trying to get an unfair advantage by racking patterns they're familiar with. The pattern that they're using is the 1, the 7-8 behind it, followed by the 3-9-4, excuse me, then the 5-6, and then the 2. Joe's gotten the 8-ball to drop on the break, and he has left Rick a shot at the 1. Expect Rick to draw 1 rail back across to play the 2 in the same corner pocket. And the 4 will go in the side, so Joe is going to want to get Rick back up above the 3-ball so he can keep the cue ball on the correct side of the table for the 4. Not above it, but should be high enough that Rick can keep the cue ball on top of the table for the 4-ball. Yeah. And Joe pockets the 4 on the side nicely, is able to roll down for the 5. Rick will pocket the 5 in the left-hand bottom corner and come out 1 rail so that Joe can play the 6 in the right-hand bottom corner. Joe's left Rick a good angle here on the 7 to just slide over for a straight-in 9-ball in the corner. Not quite straight, but definitely straightforward. Expect Joe to make this, and Joe and Rick will take the 1-0 lead with a nice break and run. Hey. Ford and Zippler to break, down 1-0 after an opening break and run from Scarlato and Wright. Those of you watching, if you're enjoying the stream, please subscribe to our channel. Please like the stream. If you subscribe to our channel, you'll get notifications in the future when On the Hill goes live. Including next Sunday at noon, we'll be having a challenge match. Joe Wright will be playing Mike Saleh. Best 2 out of 3 sets in 10 ball. I believe the sets are races to 15. Joe will be getting the 9 ball. So we will be bringing that to you Sunday, March 14th, starting at noon. Okay, it looks like Tom is going to break to get the second rack started here. Tom has pocketed a ball, I guess the 4 ball. He's left quite a mess down here. Down here with these balls, you might be able to play the 2-9-5 combo, I'm not sure. But either way, that is not going to be an easy situation to deal with. There's a little bit of separation, and the 5 is further off the rail, so I don't think the combo goes. I believe Tom will be playing safe here. Didn't really leave a shot, but he has left an open hit on the 2 ball. Well played safety by Rick there. Gets behind the 7 ball. Mark's going to try a 1 rail kick to hit the 2 ball here. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 rails. It did not look like he was aiming that far down table to me. He does not hit the 2 though. This will be ball in hand. But again, with that 5 ball tied up the way it is, this is not a pretty rack at all. 2 can easily be played into the bottom right corner. And then the 3, but what do you do with the 5? It looks like Joe might be giving himself a little angle here to try and slide down and break up the 9-5. Now Joe and Rick have decided to talk about it.
Team Bell, Team Power, table 4. Team Bell, Team Power, table 4.
Yeah, it looks like Joe's going to be playing the 2 and trying to slide forward to free the 5 up from the 9 a little bit. As long as he doesn't leave the cue ball right on the rail, Rick should have a shot at the 3. He played that very well. Freed up the 5, left Rick a shot on the 3. Still a little work to do in this rack. That 8 ball does not go into the side pocket. Very nice shot there by Rick to draw back for the 5. Doesn't want to get too straight in, so otherwise he'll be playing a long shot on the 6 ball. The only question here is what they decide to do with the 8. Will they play to bank it cross side, or try and get the cue ball in between the 8 and the 9 to take the 8 up table? I can't imagine that they'll play for an 8-9 combo. Six did not go particularly clean, but it did go. So we'll see what they've elected to do here in terms of how they're going to play this 8 ball. As hard as he hit that, I'm wondering if he wasn't trying to get underneath the 8 to shoot it up table, but he's left a very makeable bank here for Rick. Which Rick knocks in nicely, brings the cue ball back around to give Joe a shot on the 8, probably a little closer to the rail than he would have liked the cue ball to be. Oh, that's why it was closer to the rail than you want it. It's not as easy of a shot as it may look when both balls are right on the rail like that. Now Tom has a pretty straight shot on the 9 ball into the corner. Not quite as straight as I thought it was, but it shouldn't cause Tom any problems here. Wow. I did not expect Tom to miss that. Now Rick with the 9 ball, they give him and Joe a 2-0 lead. Rick makes the 9. Rick and Joe have taken the 2-0 lead, and it will be Joe breaking. The Turtle Rack, fast, accurate, and sturdy. Simonis, the reference for superior quality billiard fabric. Good work at a fair price. Sorry about that there, I hit the wrong button. And Joe has come up dry on the break. Mark has an open hit on the 1. However, the 1 has no path to the corner. Might be playing the 1-8 combo, the 1-5 combo, or he could be playing safe. Could possibly be even playing a 1-9 carom, although I don't think that is the play here. Well, I'm wrong. Very nice shot by Mark there. And Mark and Tom get on the board with a nice 1-9 carom. Let's take another look at that. Okay, so with Ford and Zippler down 2-1, Tom will be breaking. Okay, Tom has made ball on the break. Again, expect Mark to be cutting this one ball down to the bottom right corner. No. Liked it to play safe instead. Played it very well. Yes, Rick. Looks like he's going to try and kick 2 rails in behind this one ball. Send the one ball up towards the 7. Probably trying to bring the cue ball back around behind the 5 and the 2. Catches the 1 a little full, so the cue ball drifts down table. But the 1 ball is tied up with the 7. I'm not sure. I don't believe Tom cannot cut that 1 in. He might be able to bank it at the 9, but I don't think so. I think she's going to play a safe. Tried to bring the 1 ball up behind the 3 and the 6, but it's leaked out a little bit. Again, Joe does not have any real shot at the 1, so I expect we'll be seeing another safety here. Probably thin the 1, bring the cue ball back down table towards where it is now. Well played safe. Mark looking to kick 1 rail in behind the 1 ball off the foot rail. See where he might be able to send the 1 ball to try and leave Rick tough. They've elected to talk about this one. Looks like they're talking about possibly coming in. Not sure if that's a one rail kick or 2 rails behind the 6. Oh, one rail kick, kicks it straight in, but gets very unlucky and leaves the cue ball tied up on the 3. So Tom will be kicking at the 2. A good hit on the 2. And he got a good roll, leaves the cue ball behind the 3. Okay, and back in the booth with me here in a second is Josh McCulley, after having played a couple matches with Bobby Ambrose.
Hello, hello.
Well, I see you guys unfortunately did not fare too well. Did you play well?
Nope.
No. Okay, well, at least he's honest.
Yeah. No, it was bad.
Yeah, 7-1, 7-2, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not really familiar with either of the teams that you lost. Oh, wait, Bell, that would be Cohen?
Cohen and
Yeah.
Chris Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
They played really well. We didn't play bad in that set, and we lost 7-2.
Okay.
We played horrendous against the first team we played. Both me and Bobby were just sick at the end. It was bad. How are the teams playing here?
Rick and Joe got off to a great start with the break and run. There's been a lot of safety play since that first rack. Tom had a very uncharacteristic miss on the 9 ball in the second rack that allowed Rick and Joe to take a 2-0 lead before Tom and Mark were able to get on the board at 2-1.
Thank you. Can I get a Coke? Coke. Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to bow out for another second because I finally got my food. I mean, it took a long time to make the bacon, so I understand.
Oh,
After
man,
this rack, I guess I will.
Takes a long time to toast the bread.
Well, I told her I wanted a pretzel bun.
Yeah, we don't have those anymore.
Just like earlier, I told her I wanted a caramel iced coffee.
I don't think we ever had that.
Never. But if I can't mess with her, and then she doesn't think I like her, so I have to do that.
Alright.
Now, do you draw this back or just try and punch it off the side rail?
I can't tell how much angle it is. I'd probably draw it back. Because it didn't look like there was a lot of angle. With a little bit more angle, I like to punch it, but
Not much to do here.
no.
Center ball hit and just let the angle take you down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And it's going to be a 2-2.
Yeah.
And
with,
Joe and Rick to break, right?
Yes.
Yep. All right. And I'll be back in a moment.
Tap Chesapeake Bay region. World domination, one player at a time. The Predator Arena Light, engineered by Lucid Ball Sports. Okay, looks like Rick's ready to break. Rick sporting his Alley Cat Q Sport apparel shirt, who happened to be one of our sponsors, and Rick also happens to be the owner of Alley Cat Q Sport apparel, as well as the co-owner of On the Hill Productions with Lloyd Bolyard. Great break there by Rick, makes the 1, 2, and the 3. Well, I don't believe that, no, that 4 ball definitely does not go by the 6. Can cut it to the top left, or excuse me, the top right. No, I was right the first time, top left corner. But that's an awfully thin cut. I would not be surprised to see Joe play a safety here. Just roll the 4 ball down near the 6. And no, looks like he is going for the cut. Oh, very well played. Controlled the cue ball nicely. That was what I wasn't sure about that shot, was you were letting the cue ball go, but he did a very nice job of controlling the cue ball and getting Rick perfect position for the 5 in the side. And Joe pulls that back nicely, gets Rick on the 7. Either hit it with a little inside and try and come 1 rail straight back down the table, or hit it with a little bit of left and spin 2 rails around down the table. Played that nicely. I think Joe's got a little bit of an angle, so probably just follow forward, come 1 rail and back out to the middle. Play the 9 ball in the bottom corner. Just like that. And with this 9 ball, Rick and Joe will take a 3-2 lead. Be their second break and run and 3 attempts at breaking. And there it is, 3-2. Okay, Zippler and Ford to break. Okay, Mark to break here. Down 3-2. Good break, but he lost control of the cue ball there, and it is hard to see whether or not Tom can see that too. I think he can. Yes, obviously he could. Oh, almost saw enough of it to overcut it. But he's made the 2. Left Mark a good shot on the 3 ball here. Hey, good shot on the 4 ball there. This looks like gonna be should be a pretty clean run out here. The 7 ball goes by the 9 into either corner. Excuse me. Thought Mark was going to draw that back, but he elected to follow forward instead. But he's gotten Tom in good position. Play the 7 in where the 8 is. There's not really much that would be bad position here. So wouldn't expect to see Tom do a whole lot with this cue ball. Okay. Good shot by Mark. A little on the rail, but should be no problem for Tom here. And they'll be looking to knot the match up at 3. Tom gets the 9 ball down. And Ford Zippler answer Scarlato Wright's break and run with one of their own. And now it will be, I believe, Rick to break. Hey, those of you out there watching, if you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. You'll get notifications when On the Hill goes live in the future. And there's information in the ticker about donating to support the stream to help keep it to be a free stream. Speaking of On the Hill going live in the future, next Sunday, March 14th at noon, we will be presenting a challenge match between Joe Wright and Mike Saleh. The best 2 out of 3 races to 15 of 10 ball, with Joe Wright getting the 9 ball. Very good break by Rick. He's pocketed 2 balls. Joe's gonna be a little awkward shooting over the 7, but a good. Other than that, a good shot on the 1. 2 ball does go by the 6 and the 7, so it can be played in either corner pocket. So after Joe rattled the 1 ball, trying to do a little too much possibly with the cue ball, Tom does the same thing on the 2 ball. Two came out of the pocket a little bit, so it'll be a little bit of a cut for Rick, but I would expect him to make this here. Rick plays a nice shot on the 2, comes up, leaves Joe a shot on the 4 ball, probably in the side. Okay, Joe rolls the 4 on the side, drifts down. It's a good shot on the 6 for Rick. Fairly
Team
straight.
Manning, Team Cole, table 5. Team Manning, Team Cole, table 5.
Fairly straightforward out here for Rick and Joe. As long as he gets by the 9, which he does, Rick will pocket this ball and just roll 1 rail back up towards the 9. Rick and Joe should be taking a 4-3 lead here. Be Zippler and Ford to break. All right, that's 4-3, Rick and Joe. Tom and Mark will be breaking. Oh, wow, we got Tony Colby watching from Florida. Yes, this is Dave Nangle. Josh McCulley should be joining me in a moment.
I got 5-7. I'm all in. All right, I am back and I'm here for the duration. Well, until I take my next break.
All right, Mark breaking. Tom and Mark down 4-3. Oh, almost gets kicked into the side pocket, but it does not. I believe the 7's rolled forward that Tom will have a shot at the 1 here.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty straightforward out.
Tony Colby
Team
calls.
Porter, Team Cole, table 5. Team Porter, Team Cole, table 5.
All right.
Good shot
I
by
wasn't sure if it was
Tom.
going to bounce far enough out.
Ooh.
Oh, he likes flirting with those sides.
Yeah, he does. That was awfully close, but ends up in good shape. Tom play the 5 in, roll 1 rail down for the 6 ball in the upper left corner. And really from there, not
I say, with how Tom likes to shoot, I was thinking he was going to go the 2 rails. He likes spinning that ball out.
Yeah, I would have preferred just playing that with a little high and going 1 rail straight down the table. But
Most normal people would agree with you. Tom, he likes to stroke it.
Yeah,
Which
I get, although
Team Fleming, Team Stokes, table 7.
more so for me on a bar
Team
or on a
Fleming,
9-footer
Team
than on a
Stokes,
bar table.
7.
I honestly think it's because of the tables he's used to playing on that aren't here. He has to pound them a little bit more.
Well, that's true.
And he just doesn't want to change the way he plays, which it works for him. He has a lot of success when he comes here.
Absolutely. And the break and run by Ford and Zippler to get it to 4-4.
And now Rick to break. And are they going for their 3rd or 4th break and run?
It would be their 3rd if
Okay.
they get it. Terry, Josh cannot see the comments well from where he's sitting, so.
Hello.
Yes, Sujan, this is Josh that is the Chiefs fan.
Yes, I'm the Chiefs guy.
Yeah.
I'm glad I am known as a Chiefs guy and not some of the other things.
Tony Colby says his buddy Elias is up here playing with his
Yeah,
frozen.
Elias is
Oh, Nassif.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's TJ.
Oh. I'm surprised you're not still sleeping, sir.
Honestly, it didn't even dawn on me till just now he's not playing in this tournament. I just figured he was here last night. He was playing.
No, he is being the good significant other and father and hanging out with the family. Or hanging out with his son so his wife could go do something since he plays pool all the time.
Oh, that's very nice of you, TJ.
You were up at 8 o'clock? I can honestly... Were you still up at 8 o'clock? Or did you wake up at 8 o'clock? Because that's a big difference. Because I went to sleep, did not have a 2-hour drive, and I did not wake up at 8.
No, Josh does not like the Dolphins, Jack. If you're thinking of somebody from here at Brews and Q's, that would probably be James Taylor, JT.
And I think he's making a joke over that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I gotcha.
Yeah. There was a brief time I would have wore a Dolphins jersey, but the friend of mine who played for them no longer does. So, yeah, zero chance. That's a good say. Oh, it's going to roll too far. He can see that. It's just getting back on the 5. I know, the 4's right there. Overhead view.
I mean, they both bet on it already, so I guess that's fair. Yeah. All right. Okay, I've just been informed our next match here on the TV table will be our previous two winners returning, Brett Stottlemyre and Rick Molinaro versus Josh Paetzel, or excuse me, Josh Brothers and Zach Paetzel.
I was about to say Josh Paetzel and Zach Brothers.
Yes.
You know what? I'd play that team. To watch you guys some people out in Colorado with those names that are 800 Fargos. I lied.
Yeah.
And Joe tries to just thin cut the 4 on the side and hits it just a little too thick.
Yes, Sujan, Josh is still running the Friday tournament here. Starts at 7 o'clock every Friday.
Yes, 7 o'clock every Friday. Races are going to be determined on field size, although we did just have 36 or 35 yesterday, and we were able to get done at races in 4 and 3. So we might be able to go to 5 and 3 up until more in the tournament, but we will see what happens.
Okay, so good 5 ball there by Mark. Leaves Tom on the 6. Let's see. Getting from the 6 to the 7 is probably the most difficult part of this out, seeing that the 7 doesn't go by the 9. Do you try and get over to play it in the other corner, or do you just stay below it? And he chooses to stay below it.
I don't like that.
If you're gonna, to me, if you're gonna stay below it there, you've got to get straighter in than that.
Yeah. Or if you're going to stay below it, just try and draw back to where you can play the 7 on the side, or play the 7 in the corner to where the 8 is.
Yeah.
You're sending the cue ball to the bigger side of the table.
Yeah, honestly, when I said stay below it, I meant 7 in the side. I didn't actually think he was going to stay that far below it.
I mean, luckily ooh. I mean, this is asking a lot. Do I expect Tom to make it? Yes, but it's just you're just asking for a lot right here.
Yeah.
Because
And they're
you don't really want to spin this that much. It's off the rail, it's a thin cut, and if you just hit this ball with straight high, the angle's bringing you right back up table, and you could hit off the 9 and leave yourself bad or even scratch.
I don't think they really were talking about anything there. I think they were just trying to get some screen time for their sponsors on the back of their shirts. But
I really wish Tom's last name was Chevy. Chevy and Ford finally working together.
all right, so Mark rolls the 9-ball in. Tom and Mark take a 5-4 lead. I believe this is their first lead in the match.
Yeah,
And it will be their
because Rick and them broken ran the first one.
yeah, they were
And
up 2-0, then 2-1,
1, 2,
2-2.
2.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is the
so
first lead they have.
yep. And it'll be their break with a chance to extend it to a 6-4 lead.
They just got to avoid that side pocket.
Yeah, Tony, I haven't played billiards in probably 5 or 6 years now. I miss the game a lot.
I missed the house games at Bowley's.
Yes, those two.
Yeah. I miss those a lot more than I miss billiards. Thinking I never miss billiards.
Yeah, looks like
TJ,
Tom has come up dry on the break.
well, he did avoid the side pocket, but unfortunately he avoided it with all the balls he could make too. I would have to say right now, the two favorites would be, in my mind, Nathan and Shane, and Rick and Brett.
I would agree with that, although either one of these teams has a good shot as well.
Oh yeah, with this caliber of player and the fact that you really only have to bear down for half the rack because your partner has the other half, it's going to be who's breaking better.
Yeah. Tony, I can't remember the last time I played 115 either. You might have been involved in the game the last time I played it. It's been that long.
I know I have played it more recently. I was trying to teach somebody how to play it, and it might have even been Brian Bianca and forget the other two people that were in it. And that's when we switched to Pilpul. They said 115 was too complicated.
Yeah, TJ, you say Haas, I'm assuming you mean Scott Haas and Steve Fleming. I definitely think they also have a chance. I do not know the person Thomas Haas is playing with, so I'm not really sure if I'd say they have a chance or not, because I just don't know anything about his partner.
I don't know much about him. I've heard his name. I think I've seen him play, but I don't know enough about him. I'm really surprised they are not like Haas and Haas aren't playing together.
I agree. I was expecting that to be the team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so TJ said the same thing. He thought they were playing. No, they're not playing together. Scott is playing with Steve Fleming, and Thomas is playing with Al Tonelli, I believe his name was. Yes, Al Tonelli.
Yeah. They just want to be able to finish first and second. That's all it was. With the strong move. Ooh. Speaking of strong. Now this is tough for Rick. He only has really He doesn't really have the angle he needs to hold it, so he's going to have to punch this and come back 2 rails. Unless he can stun it and just draw it straight back. But I don't like doing that to half a pocket.
No, I agree. This is a tricky shot there.
Oh,
He hit it very well.
He hit it very well. And you can see that little Italian strut he had walking away. He knew he hit that well. If he didn't get on the rail there, I really like that shot. I mean, Rick is still going to be able to make this and come back. He's going to end up using the second rail, but it's really a 1 rail shot to get Joe angle on the 8. So I see it should be 5-5 after this. There's that second rail. And
very nice.
it will be Joe to break at a 5-5.
Yep.
Brett, who did?
Okay, so it is 5-5 now, and Joe will be breaking.
Brian. Brian Jones and Dave Beagle just knocked off Shane and Nathan.
Oh, wow.
That's what Brett's saying right now. And
yeah, let me,
yeah.
has not been updated in
not
the bracket yet, but I mean, I believe him, but
yeah.
I just wanted to see what the score was, hoping the bracket would have been updated.
I'm going to say 7-6.
I'm going to say 7-5 just because I want to say something different than what you said.
Okay.
Okay, Joe breaking.
Keep acting like that, we'll be dating. Get in the hole. That's
no.
cool.
Yeah,
of watching the 3
it was, but
yeah,
no, he definitely does not have a shot on the 2 ball here. Very easy ball to hit if he elects not to push, but he does not have a shot.
I would not be surprised if he just pushed behind the 7 ball to leave a long jump.
Possibly. That's not the
Or
angle.
he's going to just do that with the 6 ball and just jump over the 3 after.
Yeah, bump the 6 and leave a jump on the 3. Oh, did he?
Nah, it's a slight massé, but
or a small jump, but yeah. I think he meant to leave that
more
behind that ball than that.
Table 9, Jones Jr.
So when are you going to have
Table
a
9.
senior tournament for me?
I called you old on here already. Yeah.
that was Rick Molinaro for people who do not recognize his voice. I told you that. We joke every time I have to call him old or make a joke about his age. And he just came over asking when there's going to be a seniors tournament.
Good jump shot there by Mark. Left Tom a 3-7 combo. And it was 7-6 between Brian Jones's team and Shane Wolford's team. Brian and his partner knocking off the defending Maryland State champions. Tom elects to play safe instead of the combo, and he gets behind the 4.
Yeah, Brian's partner is Dave Beagle.
Dave Beagle, okay.
Yeah. Have you ever played against him?
No, I have not.
He's a very unassuming, but really, really good player. He'd be eligible for the seniors event as well. He plays very jam up.
So what's the eligibility in your seniors event?
Table 2.
Well, considering
Eagle Team
it seems
Hops,
like everybody
table
just
2.
keeps getting younger and younger, I'm going to say upper 30s.
Well, in which case you can play in the seniors event.
In a couple years, I'm not upper 30s.
I thought you were 36.
That's not upper, that's mid.
It's more than halfway.
Yeah, Beagle is very strong. His team is Joe. Joe's on the streams team. Like he's just trying to make this as interesting as possible so they can break and run hill.
I have to get to Hill Ho.
Oh, they will. No doubt in my mind. If they don't get hill, that means they win 7-5.
Well, Mark and Tom have already broken run twice. So,
But neither one of those were they on the hill. Because if they were, the match would be over.
very true.
Yeah. They're trying to decide whether or not to go for the 9 or go for the 5. Mark's like, I can do both.
Yeah, as I say, you don't have to call it. So, to me, the
I don't think
nines-
you can go for both.
But to me, the 9 is just an
Yeah, you have to go for the
that's
9
just
there.
an easy carom. Well played. Mark and Tom now breaking on the hill, up 6-5.
So there was one team that was going to play in this, but the one partner was mad at the other one because they didn't practice all week together. It would have been Mike Newport and Ronnie Buzzard.
Oh, good God.
And Mike was like, I'm not going to pay an entry fee for the tournament if you're not going to come up and practice so we can get it in sync, which I agree. All right. So time to break. See if my prediction can come correct. He just looked over to Rick, gave him a little wink. And okay. He got him exact angle he needs to just be able to pocket the 2 and draw straight back. You don't really have to do anything
Yeah.
because the angle you'll have on the 3 actually brings you to the other side of the 5. You might be correct. I believe this is going to be a break and run. So it looks like my prediction was going to be wrong.
Davis, Team Nazif, table 3. Team Davis, Team Nazif, table 3.
That is a little out of line. If anything, you want to be above that ball. You don't want to be below it going away from the 6. You get that good. What is that smell? That smells delicious.
I know, I was just thinking the same thing.
That buffalo sauce?
It might be, yes.
Yeah. All Mark has to do is hit this ball at just a little bit of right top and just float down. He looks like he's going to use left. Now he's right. All right.
Yep. Tom has this shot to win the match, 7-5.
All right. So a match that could have easily been a winner side Final Four match happened early in the tournament. It sends Rick and Joe to the one-loss side, and Mark Ford and Tom Zippler get to move ahead. I do not know who they are in line to be playing.